All right, so I am Rebecca Hunter with the JIA Blueprint, and we are here with Rachel today to get her testimonial. I'm going to ask you a couple questions here. So, first of all, can you start by telling us a little bit about your child and what things were like before you joined the Blueprint?
Yes. So my daughter Azra is almost 4. She turns 4 next week. And right before right before her third birthday, she had a fall, which I think most of us do, like thought that she just had hurt her knee because her knee started to swell up and just causing her pain in the days following. So we first thought that she had been hurt. But then within about a month of things not getting better, we ultimately ended up with the juvenile arthritis diagnosis. Um, and that was last May when she was officially diagnosed. And um, that was just a really hard time for all of us. I think we just felt really unsure about what the future looked like, and we just were really scared. And we didn't know anyone who had ever had juvenile arthritis, so it was just really new. And we were going down a bunch of Google rabbit holes at the time, trying to just do as much research as we could. And um, I ended up finding Star's YouTube video where she just has a lot of great information about arthritis. And it was kind of the first thing that really gave us hope that there was a way out of this and that we could potentially heal her more naturally and that it didn't have to be her whole entire life. So, yeah, that's kind of where we were before. Um, I
What
think
made
you're.
you decide to say yes to the Blueprint?
So for me, it was that in all my own research, I just kept finding so much conflicting information. It was like there would be someone would tell me to try one thing, and then I'd see somebody else saying not to do that, and I just felt like we had no sense of direction. I had no idea what to do, and I think we just really needed guidance, and we needed someone who could help us and in a way that wasn't conflicting and that would just tell me what I needed to do and kind of walk me through it, because it is just a super hard and scary and uncertain time for everyone who gets this diagnosis, and sometimes the conflicting information just makes it all that much harder.
And what were some of the biggest changes that you noticed, whether in your child's health or your own confidence or your family life?
Oh, the biggest thing in the beginning, um, because of course results aren't instant, but the biggest thing was just the sense of hope that I had. I felt like my mental health, it improved so much just having someone who really understood what we were going through and could help us through it. And it was the first time in months that I had had any hope in anything. So it gave me so much hope. And then just not feeling so isolated. I felt so isolated in the beginning. And then finding another community of moms who know exactly what we're going through in all this and who are just at all different points in their child's journey, that was everything that we needed and more at the time.
And was there a moment during the process where you thought this is really working, like you're doing, it's happening?
We had a huge moment like that actually within about a month ago. So we've been in the Blueprint now probably like 8 months that we've been following this, and we saw like improvements pretty quickly, but she still like was having issues with her knees, and at the time we were using steroid injections just to give her comfort, and also while following all the protocols inside the Blueprint. And at her last appointment with her rheumatologist, they found no arthritis in her knees, even though she hasn't had any injections since last November. She's not on any medication. And that is just, it's been so amazing to hear that and to see that, when we had been told by previous rheumatologists that that would never happen and that there was no way out of this kind of thing. That to me was such a huge, huge turning point in everything.
And what would you say to another mom or parents who are in the thick of it, whose child is struggling and they're feeling overwhelmed?
I would just say joining the Blueprint, we've all been on that side of it, and it's so hard, and it's terrifying, honestly, in the beginning. But to have this is something that you couldn't find anywhere else, and that just having other moms who get it, who are there to support you and talk with you through the highs and the lows, because it's there's a lot of both, and it's just, there is hope and there's a way out of it, and don't think that there's no chance and that this has to be a chronic lifelong thing, because there is definitely hope.
Thank you very much. We certainly appreciate your feedback and your testimonial.
Sure, thank you.